That's a flea-borne illness that you get because you're living in such close proximity to rats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And why are there so many rats? Well, because there's that much vermin and filth and waste for them to feast on.
Yeah, I mean, it's nature's way of balancing things out. Nature's like, well, this is a fucking problem. Whatever you guys are doing here is not the way to do it. So have fun with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also with the Native Americans. You look at the Comanche, you look at any of them. It was the disease that when from the first Pilgrims, all these things that Europeans brought over. I mean, it just decimated. I think cholera killed 60% of the Comanche.
Yeah, they said that 90% of the people killed in North America were killed by diseases. 90% of the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that story hasn't been told properly. And that's what I really appreciated about 1883. It's like you talked about, I mean, this was like the end of the Native American Empire, essentially. This was when there was still a little bit of buffalo left. There was still, they were moving Indians to reservations. Then the Indians that were out, they were resisting it, and it's just, and then these people are trying to make their way in this fucking wagon train across the country. What percentage of those people died that were trying to do that?
I mean, I don't know that there's anywhere along the Oregon Trail you can drive along, or there's markers just everywhere, and especially the further up you get into Wyoming, and the further you start getting through like the Lander Cutoff and South Pass, then they're just, and that's the ones that that got a marker.
Yeah.
So it's, how do you know?
Right.
The handcart. The Mormon Church brought a lot of people out, and they didn't have a lot of money, enough money to give them full wagons, even though that's what they'd promised. And so they made these handcarts that people would pull from wherever they took off from, somewhere in Ohio, to try and get to Utah. And so these people pulled them by hand. They'd put their wife and their gear, their kids or whatever, and then they'd pull them, these two-wheeled carts, like chariots without a horse. And one winter they left too late and got caught in the winter. And the whole trick was, if you didn't make it to this certain spot in Wyoming by July 4th, you were not going to make it. You were going to get caught in the pass and you're going to die. And something like 25,000 people died in 1 year. Just mind-numbing statistics.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And it's so interesting that the early films on the West, they never covered that. The early films in the West were like these really sort of shallow surface films that were fun movies, cowboys versus Indians, the spaghetti westerns and that kind of stuff. But no one had any sort of real understanding of what actually went down.
No, you didn't. The notion of getting free land that you could go farm with, by the way, nothing. You're going to go somewhere with nothing. Like, there's no stores. You're going to have to make everything. You have to figure it all out on your own. Who would choose that? Not a successful blacksmith. Not somebody that's got a nice, comfortable home in Maryland or wherever. And why? Why would you do that? You have to have no other option.
Right.
Right? All the people that came over from whatever European nation they came from, they didn't come for an adventure.
Right.
They came because they were fucking starving. My family came over from Ireland because of the potato famine. They didn't want to. They had to.
Right.
They were dying. So they had to come. So that's why everyone came. Desperation. Like, desperation is what settled the West. Fueled by a manifest destiny, which was a cruel, very cruel, insidious idea that a bunch of politicians had that says, hey, we can either send the army out there and just go to war. And we've been doing that, and we've been getting the shit handed to us because the Lakota were, until the repeating rifle came around, the Lakota and the Comanche, the Arapaho, even the South, we did not have their skill level on a horse. Their arrows were actually more effective than our single-shot muskets. Like, they were a superior army and stayed that way. It wasn't until we started sacking villages when the Braves were gone, when their soldiers were gone, when that dirty shit started, then it started turning the tide. And then when we killed the food source, that was the end of it.
Yeah, which is part of the wiping out of the buffalo.
Yep.
I mean, it was a commodity for sure, but it was also, there was a concerted effort to cut off their food source.
But it was also, there was a demand. The buffalo tongue was the number one delicacy in New York City.
Isn't that crazy?
The
tongue.
The tongue.
Which nobody wants anymore.
No. And then they sold all the buffalo skins to France, and they made giant, massive, silly robes.
Well, at one point in time, one of the richest men in the world was he dealt in beaver pelts.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
There was fucking beaver everywhere. They wiped out most of the beaver in this country.
Yeah, but they've come back.
Yeah, they've come back, but not nearly to where they were.
No, but they've come back. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty impressive how much they've come back, and it's a pretty keystone species. So wherever they are, they build enough dams and they create a pond. It creates a wetland.
Have you ever eaten beaver?
No,
it's good.
That's what I hear.
Steve
the tail
Ranella
was a delicacy.
Yeah, the tail's disgusting. We ate the tail. It's just all fat. They just were starving and they needed fat. Maybe we didn't cook it right, but Ranella cooked it as best he could. But he made like a pot roast out of the beaver hams.
Yeah,
it was very good.
Really?
It was like really good beef. It was delicious. It was surprisingly good. Like not like, oh, I could eat this, but like I want more. Like this is fucking great. It was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think the most exotic thing I ever ate, and it was kind of a similar, I'm eating what they're serving situation is on this ranch outside of Stanford, Texas, and we barbecued up a bunch of armadillo.
How was that?
I was so freaking hungry. It seemed good to me. This is well before I knew they had leprosy. But I checked everything. I'm good. I'm 40 years in and I'm fine.
Is there a temperature you have to kill leprosy at where you cook the food to, like trichinosis?
Well, look, when you smoke it for like 12 hours, so I think anything
just kills everything.
Yeah.
What does armadillo taste like?
It kind of tastes like pork.
Really?
Yeah.
Like javelina then?
Yeah.
Yeah, which just tastes a lot. Well, they even look like pork.
Yeah. Well, they are pork.
They're a peccary,
yeah.
right? It's like a cousin of pig.
Yeah, somewhere. And they've crossbred, I think, with the feral hogs a bunch.
Oh, have they really?
I think.
I shot one last year and it turned into chorizo. It's edible.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But it's
the
edible.
feral hog, you don't want to eat those feral hogs.
I've eaten a lot of feral hogs. Yeah. I shot one at Tejon, turned into sausage.
Did you?
It's good. Yeah.
Those things are a problem. I mean, they're
a real problem out here.
Oh my gosh. And the destruction that they reap on the ecosystem. I mean, that's the reason the bobwhite quail population has just plummeted. Mm-hmm. Rattlesnakes have stopped rattling
because of the hogs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the first things that happened when I moved out here is Ted Nugent invited me to shoot hogs from a helicopter. It's like, I guess I'm in Texas.
Yeah. Welcome.
Come shoot hogs out of a helicopter. They're just gunning them down. Have you ever seen Apocalypse Now?
No, but is that with
Apocalypse
the Tannerite?
Now? No, Apocalypse Now is Ted Nugent and this guy that calls himself Pigman, who has a show on one of the Sportsman's Channel, the Outdoor Channel. They shot like 250 plus pigs in an afternoon, and they all did it out of helicopters. And it's like da 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 da, like flying. It's insane. And you watch, you're like, how is this legal? Like, I guess it's legal because you have to do it that way. They have so many pigs. Like here it is. This is Apocalypse Now. It's all slow mos of headshots. That's Pigman.
Dead everywhere. I don't want to put a number on it. I'm having a hell of a time. I got guys scattered everywhere, all on dead pigs, gutting them, loading them in Rangers, taking them, feed a whole lot of people.
That's the other thing. The Hunters for the Hungry. I mean,
that's a really good.
It's an amazing program. Yeah, they shoot an incredible amount of these pigs and then feed them to people, and it is good, man. There's a guy out here named Jesse Griffiths who owns a great restaurant called Die Due in Austin, and he runs a school where he teaches people how to hunt. He teaches them first how to shoot rifles, then how to hunt, then they hunt hogs, teaches them how to butcher them and cook them. And he's an amazing chef. And this guy, I mean, if you think that wild hogs taste like shit, talk to this guy. And
because he'll knock it out.
Oh my God! Some of the best meals I've ever eaten in my life. He cooked diver duck, which everybody says are disgusting. I've only had it once. Yeah, I've only had it once from him, because they say the diver ducks eat all the shit that's at the bottom, all the muck that's at the bottom, and most people say they taste disgusting. He cooked it. It was one of the best foods I've ever eaten in my life.
Really?
Yeah. He just knows how to do it right. He's like, it's not that these things taste bad. It's just people don't have the knowledge of how to prepare them correctly.